glad Alec and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Groupers offense takes the field. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Wide open spaces. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Groupers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Utah State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Mars. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Craig. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. And he's still trying to get away, and he will not. Oh, what a terrible play. Where did he think he was going? So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Final play of the quarter coming. The give on the option. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the groupers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Barnes. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Gives it on the option. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Using his legs, it's Jacobs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Utah State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Finds his man. It's Davis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of... down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Now this offense is back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Rides to back and leaves it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the groupers will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Boyd. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run the option. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We reach the break, and Utah State holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through 1 tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on that.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Lane. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of fourth down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throw.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggies. And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper, this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Sends it back in motion. Finds a little space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Wants to go up top. Looking left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Oh, they block it. He's got the ball. That one's live. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. Past the 10. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
With the return.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats and not much else as this one is in the book.